All right, tribe. That's it for today's free study group. It filled out in like 12 hours, I think, when we posted it last week. But you know how we do. Did you like this group? Not like this group? Tribe. I know it's a free group. Honest feedback.
Hey, Ray, this is Sandra.
Hey.
I'm still hanging in there. I appreciate the group, appreciate your time, your effort, your commitment, even after the group. You still take time to help us to understand, and I just appreciate you. I'm almost afraid to go outside of RayTube, but I do. I listen to a couple other, just for questions. But I appreciate you, and I'm just feel like I'm ready to take the test again. I took it in June and then had a break with life stuff in October, November, December, and so I'm getting back committed to the next 2-3 months, and I feel like I'm ready. Watching your videos and everything, and I got all of the questions right today. I didn't voice it, but I put it in the chat, and at times I really feel like I'm ready, and then at times I'm like, okay, you're not ready, but I feel like I know a lot of the material, and so I'm just committed to the next few months, just really studying and staying committed, and hope to take the test in about 3 to 4 months. But I thank you for all your time and effort that you give us.
No, absolutely. And being able to show ourselves that grace is important, because like you were speaking to, where it's, wait, I actually know this. Wait, I'm pretty good with the topics. Wait, I'm good in this area. Sometimes it's, getting out of our own way and identifying where it's like, okay, what do I need to zone in on? Is it a particular topic? Is it more so just breaking down these first, next best, most likely type of questions? What do I really need to zone in on? And even if it isn't necessarily the practice questions, I always say do those 2 practice questions a day and at least 1 practice exam a month. Why? Because we're also gaining information from listening or reading the rationale. So we're getting more of that educational piece and how that information has been applied to the question to get the answer that it is. So always making sure to do at least 2 practice questions a day. We did what, 15 today.
15, yes.
So make sure we still do our 2 the next day and 1 practice exam a month, and reviewing the material of the different topics, so we don't want to just lose that. And I think you'll be in pretty good shape. I think you got this.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, Ray. Hi, everyone. I just want to share that I am just so thankful and grateful for you, Ray, and of course the tribe. I wish I would have joined the tribe a lot sooner, but just in this month and a half, I have learned so much, and I appreciate you giving like the 5 for 5, because this is very expensive. We've taken the exam multiple times, and yet you're offering things that are not as expensive as some of the other programs. You have your free YouTube channel, and then of course you do pay for some of us to take the exam if you win that. And I'm just so appreciative of everything, the way that you break down the questions, the way that you remind us 2 a day, like every day. I have to think to myself, oh my gosh, I didn't do my 2 a day, so I have to do my 2 a day. And actually focusing in when you're working on those 2 practice questions each day. It's just been so helpful with getting that encouragement to be consistent in everything that you do. And I'm just so thankful and grateful for all that you do.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that. And I want to emphasize this aspect as well of it's not just me, it's our tribe. Like I really believe that, and when I emphasize that is because you guys prove being in here where we're going through the material, and a tribe member could voice something about the motivation. You got this. Go in there, focus, get to what's yours. And different ways to remember stuff, where a tribe member earlier was saying like, oh, this is how I remember this. And, another tribe member saying, actually, can you repeat that? That was really good. And within our Facebook group, again, the support, whether it comes from passing or not passing the exam, different ways to go about certain things, connecting with a study buddy. Like, it's not just me. I'm the face of it all and everything, but it really is our tribe. So, and I do it for our tribe. Like, I want you guys to succeed. I don't want not passing this exam to be like the end all regarding our career. It's like, no, sometimes we just need a different way of the information being presented to us, a different understanding. Talk to me like I'm 4. I don't like, all the fancy lingo and I don't really get it. Talk to me like I'm 4. So that's what I do for our tribe. And again, for the finances and all this, just signing up, taking the exam, and I can do more, so I do more. That's how I approach it. I always want to give value first, but definitely glad you're finding value out of it. And you're here now. You're part of the tribe, so we're gonna get that license.
Hi, Ray.
Hey.
My name is Sharissa. This is my 3rd time attending your group. I must say that I'm very thankful to the material that you provide us. My test is like in 2.5 weeks away, and I'm so nervous. My anxiety I'm so anxious, I should say. But it's just, some days it gets the best of me, that it doesn't give me the push to even study and just recall everything in my head of how of what I've heard, because I'm more a visual and a auditory learner, and I don't want to put too much pressure on myself because I know where it can take me. However, hearing the testimony from other tribes and listening to your YouTube channel and attending the group has been very helpful, and I always look forward to do so. And once I'm sitting in the group, it's like therapeutic for me. It just, everything just there. Like, I'm so calm and all that. And from the time you get off of this live, it's, I go back to how I'm feeling, and I'm trying to find a way to help myself by not overwhelming my mind so much about this exam. I'm just gonna continue to attend the study group until my testing date, and I've been getting a lot out of it so far. But thank you so much, and good luck to everyone who's waiting to write the exam.
Thank you. And also, I have for anyone struggling with anxiety, I have an anxiety video on my channel where just using some of my CBT training, and we're breaking it down like Socratic questioning and everything like that. And that's also in the Word document as well. It's labeled anxiety, has a direct link to that as well.
Hi, Ray. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maya. I'm here in the DMV area. I'm a newbie to the group, but a vet in the social work field. So I haven't taken the test. I'm scheduled way later this year, but a coworker encouraged me to start the process of studying. So I stumbled across your page, and today was my first group with you. And I am so grateful that I did, because it's helping me to mentally prepare for the test when I do decide to take it later on this year. And as I'm going through my supervision hours, I'm applying a lot of the things that you have shared with us and taught us, goes hand in hand. So it's giving me the confidence to prepare for that test. So yeah, and lessening the anxiety that I have with test taking. So I'm grateful and looking forward to many more of the groups ahead with you and all of your great YouTube sessions and materials. So thank you.
Absolutely. And when should we start studying? I mean, whenever it's on the horizon, that's how I look at it. Whatever is on the horizon. If we have like 2 more years of schooling left and everything, I'm like, yeah, we might get hold off a bit. But if it's around the corner type of thing, like the end of the year, the end of this semester, being able to, like you said, just kind of, dip our toes into it a bit, and get more familiar and see where we're at, what can we apply from the schooling in our experience working, where if we work with a certain population, how it applies to what we're doing here. And Again, we're a tribe. You're not in it by yourself, and it definitely helps too when we're able to apply this information that we're learning here into practice. It just kind of, like you said, goes hand in hand. So glad you're here, and definitely glad you're getting benefit out of it.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. I just want to tell you, I've taken a test a few times, if not more, and just recently I failed by 1 point. But your videos have been very helpful in the breakdown and everyone's feedback throughout your videos as well. So I've used other material in my years, but when I came across your site and having the videos, the free videos, the 5 for 5, and breaking it down in other categories, it's just been very beneficial. Looking at questions differently and material differently. So I just want to say I appreciate it and thank you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And again, this is just like my Ray sprinkle on things where it's like, I just have a different way I like to approach it. Again, talk to me like I'm 4. Like sometimes when I hear certain social work lingo or how certain words can be used and applied in other ways, and it's like, all right, what are they asking? How they talk to me like I'm 4. Simplify it all, and really, really explain to me why the answer choice is the answer choice, right? And when we approach it from that curious mindset, like how they say, like a little kid is just curious, why, how come? That's how I like to approach this material of like, oh, this wasn't the answer. Okay, what shows that this information is correct? Okay, where in the code of ethics? Okay, where in the DSM? Theory? Oh, this is the part that they're really highlighting. And then again, with the financial piece of it, just again, it doesn't have to be super expensive or anything like that. So I put the value out there for our tribe, and definitely glad that you're benefiting and getting value out of it.
Ray, I also want to add on and thank you. This test has triggered me. I'm English as a second language, so growing up, I often cried a lot, not understanding homework because it was English. So now I'm here facing this big giant and these words, just like you do, talk to us like we're 5, and the symbolic behind it. You explain it in simple words, and then you do the YouTube videos that are friendly, and so you break it down to easier terms. So these big words aren't as scary, and we're able to understand it and translate it in our own language. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. And, not for nothing, when we're working with our clients, whether we're working with a younger population, older population, and any population in between regarding age, and we're not using this big fancy lingo with them. We're not. Now, we're educating about a particular term or like a disorder or something like that. Like, yeah, we'll do that. But when we're just having our day-to-day dialogue with the client, providing services and everything, we're not using all this. We're not using all this fanciness. Like, simplify it, make it make sense. So that's just how I approach it. And I want us to be able to actually absorb the material, because we can say all the fanciness and all that, but what good is it if we're not really absorbing the material, So that's how I like to learn.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's Lauren.
Hey.
I just wanted to say, just give you another shout out. Just a couple weeks ago, I know I was in a study group. I've been rolling with the tribe for months now, but now finally things are seeming to be clearer, and I appreciate it's been tough, but just trying to stick with it. But I do appreciate in one of the study groups, when we were giving feedback, I had asked if you could talk about defense mechanisms. So I was very happy and excited today when you did focus on that as part of it, and just things were just seeming to come together. So I do appreciate all that you do. And just to piggyback on what everybody else says, thank you for your free sessions. Thank you for your 5 for 5. And I appreciate when I'm able to get in with you for tutoring sessions too as well. But I know if I keep on focusing on the advice that you have given me, that I'll pass my LISW. So I just wanted to say thank you and give you another shout out.
I appreciate that. And I take the feedback from our tribe. And that was one of the things, again, like you mentioned, of like, hey, defense mechanism. I'm like, hey, we could do that. I do a group for that. And even when we're talking about the structure of the group and everything, I think it was, what was this, 2 weeks ago? We were restructuring about like the time and going through like the DSM and everything. Listen, I'm receptive. We can make the changes when possible, or just experiment, see how it turns out, see if it makes an overall better experience. So definitely thankful for the feedback you guys give me to give you a better experience. And I'm glad that again, with the exam, it's that consistency piece. I have to emphasize that, because again, PhDs, 4.0s and all of that is just different way of thinking. And sometimes things just click after a while, where it's like, wait a second, oh, that's why, got it now. And just kind of waiting for that moment to happen. So you're here, you're doing your practice questions, being consistent, you got this. All right, tribe, thank you for tapping in with not just myself, but the rest of the tribe for today's free study group. You got this. Remember, 2 practice questions a day, 1 practice exam a month. Find a study buddy so you can discuss this information. So that way it really digests. Go in there, pass your exam, get what's yours, and let me know so we can celebrate you. So you got this. All right, tribe, I'll see you next study group.